Drake. Nick Drake is always my mellow music that I listen to. So yeah, so has anybody got any questions about this Scorpio moon? Anything that you would like to ask? Because I don't know that I even feel my energy. I know I said I was exhausted at the beginning, but there's something very my energy, my voice and everything. Normally I'm shouting and screaming at you all and getting all passionate, but there's something where I'm I feel very rooted in this, almost like a very crone energy, like maiden mother crone. It's the way they're coming through me today is very, very crone like, I think. That might be because my hair looks very witchy because I haven't put the straighteners on it. But has anybody got any questions about this Scorpio moon? And come on, we've got less likes than we have people in. So please click that like button. It does help. Right. Yeah, when I'm talking about masks, I'm not talking about the masks that we're being forced to wear or whatever, So, although they could come into it in some way. So how long does the effect of the Scorpio moon go on? I mean, I I often feel the energies. I usually get them early. I usually get like like a little trailer of them. So by the time they come, it's usually gone for me. But I would say like 2 weeks either side. So I would kind of say maybe from today. I mean, I started to feel the shift about 2 days ago, and probably for 2 weeks, like after next week. So it could go into like kind of around about the 21st of November. They've just given me there. So you visited Nick Drake's grave, not Nick Graves Drake. So right, so has nobody got any I just got home and hit like I was driving and listening. Hey, thanks, Jesse. So has nobody got any questions about that? Yeah, dreams have been crazy lately. And I'm sitting on my bed now and I have my evil eye next to me, it's normally hanging up, but I literally happen to be sleeping with that. I get it a lot of times. This is where I get my psychic attacks in my dreams. And there's been quite a few lately, but it's, what, I'm protected. I don't really care. I don't give power to that shit. If people want to mess on and do what they want to do, then let them. It's their energy, and I really feel anybody who understands this work and does this work and works with energy, they know that whatever they're putting out will come back to them. So it's, it's just whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy dreams at the minute. The shocking thing is a betrayal I've seen in myself. Yeah, makes it easier to work through releasing judgments of others when you really see yourself. And that is beautiful, April. That is so beautiful to actually, when you can see that and own it, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about when we can see that and go, yeah, this is what I do. Or I do this and this is why I do. When we can start to unravel ourselves as well, this is when, we really start doing the work, and this is what the shadow work is about, the stuff that's hidden in them shadows, so it's coming out of the shadows. Yeah, the notifications are going all crazy. I mean, if you do click, or if you are watching this when it isn't live, please make sure that that you're subscribed and you have the bell ticked, because a lot of people have been unsubscribed from my channel without their notice, and they're not getting notified as well. So it's it's a strange time, but I don't know whether I'm just the calm before the storm or whatever. It's so I'm going to go into the readings for all of the signs. If No, I mean, we're all gonna get affected. Yeah, Lolly, we all gonna get affected by this moon. And if you're Pisces, that might be your sun, but where does have a look at where Scorpio or what is in Scorpio within your chart as well. Have a look at that because well, we all get affected by it. It doesn't matter which one. I mean, you are a water sign as well, but it's looking at where this Scorpio is within your chart, and that will give you a little bit of an idea. Right. Can you give us your thoughts about ways to let old friends go with love? I think you've just answered your own question, Faye. Let them go with love. People in life, people will come and people will go. And if they were old friends, even if they've betrayed you in some way or broke your trust, or they've caused that relationship to end in some way. I mean, they say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And if it's a reason, it will, it's something that you put out into the universe, that person will come in to fulfill that. If it's a season, it will be something more. But eventually that person or you will do something that brings that to an end. And just to know that that is okay. That doesn't mean that that person who was your friend, that all of them good times that you had or all of them memories are now forgotten. It means that, that contract has served its purpose and you have came together, you have walked that path, and then you have split off. Maybe, the lesson, the sown contract that we were brought in with that person to fulfill has been fulfilled, and to hang on is that's not good. So let people come and let people go, and all we can do is love them. And sometimes in loving ourselves we have to let people go. And that doesn't mean that what they've done is bad or anything like that. It just means that in order to love ourselves, that person is no longer allowing us to be the best person that they can be. Yeah, and you just can't relate anymore to them. But it's a 40-year friendship, and that's let it go with love. It's like, okay, look at it, and do you have to totally relate to them? Can it be somebody you speak to once every 6 months? Can it be turned from a friendship into an acquaintance? Because remember, I mean, as Ram Dass said, we are all just walking each other home. So, everybody that is coming in is serving a purpose, and we've got to honor that and respect that. Even sometimes the people that have hurt us the most have came in to serve a purpose for us, to push us in a way that we needed to go. So how can we not have love for them if they have been a massive part of our growth? So like I say, it's let them go with love. Does that make sense, Faye? Yeah. And it's easier like that, because to hold resentments or well, they done this or they done that or whatever, that doesn't let them go. That actually allows us to carry on holding the hurt, within us. When we let it go, we let go of any resentments and stuff like that. This last couple of years, I've lost more friends in my life than I ever really have. And there isn't any badness towards them. It's all like, yeah, they served their purpose, but our paths weren't meant to be together now like this. And the same way yesterday was the anniversary of a dear friend of mine, one of my closest friends, and it was 13 years ago I lost him. And the memory came up on my Facebook, and at one time I would always write a little piece about him, and I would get sad, and I just looked at it yesterday and I was like, God, we had some good times. And I remember that I went out and I was in a store and I was just sitting in my own thoughts. Where am I going? What am I going to do? And our song came on, mine and his song. And it was like an old 90s song that was played in this old store that I was in. And I was like, okay, that can't be on the playlist. But again, it just made me laugh because it was like, yeah, that's it, rather than the sadness. That was a song that whenever we came on, that was when we had these cherished memories. So when we start to let go, we make room for the things that really matter, the resentments and everything don't. I mean, I posted something the other day um in somebody'd sent me something and it said that, why do we wait until funerals to tell people how we think about them? Why don't we do this on birthdays instead? And you think, how many funerals have you been to where we talk about the deceased person and how wonderful they were and how they enhanced our life and everything like that, yet they're not there to hear it then, so this week, what I've been trying to practice is like, everybody I've spoke to, imagining that this might be the last time I ever see them, and would I want to snipe at them, and would I want to say something that would hurt them, or would I want something that makes me seem more righteous than them, or something like that? Would that matter if that was the last time I was going to see them? And like I say, it's all, we've just got to keep reminding ourselves all the time. It doesn't matter where people are at, we're sometimes at different parts on our journey, but we all have problems, we all have challenges, and it's when we give love out with it, that is, when we make our life better. And hopefully that has a knock-on effect with the other people, because the whole idea of this life as well is, I feel, to leave the world a little better than we found it, so yeah, like I say, whoever has crossed our path, we've been blessed. They've been a blessing. So thank you, Erica, that's really nice. When you talk, I feel understood. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for understanding me as well. Like I say, for years, people are, oh, what's Tanya saying? Daft heavy. Shut up with your claptrap. This is where my Chiron is, all about me speaking. And now I have people send me messages every single day, telling me how my words help them. And I was told for many, many years that my words were stupid and I had to shut up and be quiet, So it's, rather than believe that, if I believed that, what other people had said, I did for a while, but I wouldn't be here now, and I realized massively this week that, this is not my career, what I do for a living. This is a calling, I had no choice in this matter. This is the path that I've been put on, and, if the words help, then, amazing. That's why they speak through me, So yeah, we can always take the path of least resistance. Abraham Hicks talks about that, and the path of least resistance is the one that doesn't cause us to stop and resist and get hard and get uncomfortable. So yeah. So I'm going to go with the cards here. So we'll start with, we'll start with water signs, seeing as this is Scorpio. Sorry, I'm on the bed, the thing's shaking when I'm shuffling. Right, okay, so water signs for Scorpio. I actually really feel, and I just want to say, it just came into my head there. If anybody asks, no, I'm not stoned. I actually feel like I'm stoned. I'm like all mellow, and it's like, yeah, man, that's the vibe I've got here. That's the vibe I've got, but I swear I'm not. So They're playing now. They're playing Bob Dylan. What's that song? Everybody must get stoned. They're playing that to me now. So this is for water signs. And please listen to your sun, moon, and rising as well, whichever it is, because, hopefully they will be in sync. Okay. Well done on the likes. We're nearly there. Next, this is for water signs. Water signs, I really feel that look out for headaches or migraines, okay, over this next couple of weeks. Now, I feel with water signs, I feel what is going to come up very, very prominent for you, okay? This is what they're showing me here. What parts of yourself do you hide, okay? Now, when I say there's something you're passionate about, something that you're really, really passionate about, but you only speak about it to certain people. You kind of, you dim your flame around other people. This is stemming from childhood. This is something that you were really into in childhood. That somebody was told, don't say that. Don't mention it. Don't tell people. How many times when we're a kid we get told, don't say anything. Don't say anything. That is teaching us to lie. And there's something here about something you either think about or something that you talk about. Now, this could be spirituality, it could be sex, it could be certain type of music, it could be something that you like to do that would be frowned upon in normal society. And your passion or your pleasure in this has been quelled from being a child. Now, this is like, for instance, and I'm not saying this, but I don't know why they're telling me this, like it's, from a child, we're taught to, hide our body, if we get caught touching our body in a way, it's don't do that, that's bad or that's rude or something like that, when really we're just curious, we're just exploring. So then we live with this guilt or shame, that either being naked or exploring our own body is in some way something that's not good, so we put it on hold, or we do it in private, or we do it in